Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today I have a review and demo for you on a couple new items that I got at the drugstore. I picked up the raved about L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I also got the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and I also got the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. So I've been wanting to try the matte L'Oreal foundation for a really long time, but I just never seemed, to want to buy it. I got the shade 108, which is caramel beige. 107 looked a little too light for me, so I mean, we shall see. So yeah, I'm just going to be trying those products for you guys today, and I'll be checking up with you guys in a couple of hours to see how they're holding up, to see how they wear, and things like that. So yeah, let's just get started. Alright, so I'm first going to be going in with my Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I'm just going to be taking a pump of that, and I'm going to put that all over my face. Now this is a luminous primer, so it's not going to fill in any of my pores or anything like that, but I have heard good things about this foundation, that it doesn't emphasize pores or fine lines or anything like that, so I think I'll be okay with using this primer over my Professional primer. So now we're going to go in with the foundation, and I'm just going to be putting that all over the face. I'm really hoping that this matches my skin, because if not, I'm going to be very, very sad. Then now I'm just going to go in with my damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend this in. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm gonna say that this blends in so easily, and I put it all over my face, whereas sometimes people only put it on half their face so that all of it doesn't dry down. And what I can say is that it doesn't dry down at all while it's wet on your face. It doesn't dry down until you completely blend it out, and now that I've blended it out, it is dry. It literally only took a couple of seconds, but it already feels really dry. Not super matte. I still feel moisturized. I don't feel like it's like sucking the life out of my skin, whereas some other matte foundations tend to do that. So I do feel pretty good about this. It feels really, really nice. And again, I don't feel super dry. I don't feel super matte. It's just, it feels really comfortable. It feels very lightweight, which is good. And it is pretty full coverage. I don't have much to cover, but I do have some dark spots and things like that over here from the sun. And it did cover that pretty well. So far, A+ in my book for this, but we will see how it wears throughout the day and things like that. All right, so now we're going to move on to brows. And like I said, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I've heard a lot of people compare this to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I have used it before, and I do really, really like it. It makes for a nice natural eyebrow, whereas some other people obviously like a little more defined and things like that, but I like a little more natural. So I'm hoping that I really like this one. I got it in the shade Brunette, which is the middle shade. It comes in two other ones. There's Blonde Brunette and Dark Brunette. Dark Brunette would have been way too dark for me. I have like light brown hair, so I thought that this would be perfect. I thought the blonde would be a little too light, so I went with this one. And now we're just gonna go in and we're gonna do the brows. I'm just gonna show you guys quickly what it looks like. So it twists up, and it has this, obviously what you fill your brows in with. And then on the other side, it has a little spoolie. The only thing that I will say is that with the Anastasia one, the spoolie is a little bit more tapered, so it's easier to get your brows with. So I mean, we'll see how this one works out, but that's just my opinion. So Okay, so the brows are done, and what I can say is that it is very, very similar to Anastasia's brow wiz. It's the same texture pretty much. The Anastasia one is a little bit smoother, but I honestly have no complaints with this one. It goes on very smooth, very natural, very light. And then the spoolie does work pretty well. Again, I wish it was a little bit more tapered so that when you got your tail, like it kind of helped a little bit more with that. But still, it's nothing that I would really complain about. It's not that big of a deal to me. So the spoolie to me worked great. The actual product itself worked really well. It's very easily blendable when you use the spoolie to blend it all out so that you don't have any harsh lines or anything. So I would give this a 9 out of 10 stars. Anastasia's I would give 10 out of 10. But again, this is a very close dupe. So if you didn't want to spend the 20 some dollars for the brow wiz, I would definitely say go with this. So now that we're done with the actual brows, I'm going to be trying the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. And I got the shade medium to dark. They have two other ones. There's light to medium, medium to dark, and then just dark. The dark obviously again was too dark, and the light I thought would be a little too light, even though it does say light to medium. I thought that since they were both in the middle that they would pair really well together. But I mean, we shall see. Oh, okay, I can't open this. What's happening? So I'll just show you guys quickly what it looks like. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in and apply this. Alright, so my first impression on that is that it goes on very nicely, very smoothly. It's not clumpy or anything, and it doesn't feel really bad. Sometimes when I use some eyebrow gels, it doesn't feel right on my eyebrows, and I hate it, and I hate the feel of it. This feels really good. It's drying down fairly quickly, like it's still a little wet, and I only applied it a couple of seconds ago, but I do feel it like drying down and holding my hairs in place. I feel like if I just wanted to use eyebrow gel, I could get away with using this. Even though it's not super, super pigmented, that's not what I'm looking for. Again, I like a more natural brow. So to me, this is perfect. So on days where I might not have time to do my brows, I might just use this over using both of them together. Again, that's just me. So yeah, I'm just gonna go do the rest of my makeup and then I will be back. Alright, so all of my makeup is done. You know those days where your eyeliner comes out a lot thicker than you planned? I had one of those days today. But anyway, as far as the foundation goes, every part of my makeup went on perfectly over it. It doesn't look blotchy, it doesn't look flaky, it looks really, really good. It looks like my skin, just a little more matte than usual. It still feels really lightweight, it feels really good. I'm surprised that I even picked the right color. But yeah, no, overall it's a really good foundation so far. It feels really, really good on my skin. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys in a little bit just so you can kind of see. So this is what the foundation looks like over everything. And then as far as my eyebrows and everything go, they haven't moved at all. They've, the hairs have stayed in place. It hasn't faded at all. I mean, it's only been about an hour or so, but it still looks really good. So I have high hopes for all of these products. Again, I will check back with you guys in a couple of hours. Right now it is 10 a.m. here, so I will check back. I'll probably just check back before or after I go to class. I have class at 3, it ends at 6. So we'll see which one I will check in for. But yeah, that is it for right now. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye! Alright guys, so I am checking in. It is now 4:30. I got home very, very early from class, so I'm going to do my review on the foundation and everything. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in again really quick just to show you how the foundation looks on my face. Alright guys, so honestly, I am shocked at how well this foundation held up throughout the day. I mean, I didn't really have that much of an exciting day. I kind of just hung out around the house, I cleaned the house, and then I had class and I got out really early, probably because it was just the first day. But besides all that, none of my oils, like broke through. I mean, I'm not a really oily person to begin with, so, but sometimes with dewy foundations, my oils will be like 10 times worse than they usually are. So sometimes I'm nervous trying new foundations, even though this was a matte one. You know, you never know how your skin's gonna react and your oils and things like that. And none of my oils like took control of this foundation. It didn't make the foundation move. I didn't have to blot once. I mean, it was only on for about 6 or 7 hours, but that's almost like a full day for me. If I do, you know, go to work or I have school or things like that. So to me, this is a very impressive foundation. I'm really satisfied with it. And then as far as the brows go, again, the brows literally did not move. The color hasn't faded, my hairs haven't moved anywhere, you know, they're not displaced or anything. So overall, I'm very, very impressed with L'Oreal right now. I'm really happy with the products that I got. I'm also happy that I now found a dupe for the brow wiz, because sometimes I don't feel like spending $20 on something that I put on my face. So yeah, I'm really, really happy over this little mini drugstore haul that I did. And yeah. So that is pretty much it for today, guys. Again, thank you so, so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this little review and demo for today. It's something new on my channel, so I was really excited to do it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Mwah.